Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a great day. Welcome back. It has been 2 weeks since we've got together last. I am stoked to get this started back up again. You know, having the time off and the relaxation, all that has been awesome, right? It's great family time. We do it every year. I love spending the time together with everybody. But, you know, it's like a vacation to me. At the end of the vacation, you're kind of ready to go back, right? Ready to get back to my regular day, my daily stuff of what we do. So it's time. So let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Drop the number one. There you go, Paula. I appreciate it in the comment section there. It would be a great help. Keep in mind that everything we look at here this morning is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in. So the very first thing we're going to look at are the futures. So we'll start off with the ES, Edward Sam, if TradeStation will open it up, right? And let me get the drawing tool. We'll probably get a different color than that red. That's kind of ugly. So nice gap up from Friday's close. Sunday night's open. We had a good run. Then we kind of flattened off and just drifted. And I guess, you know, early on in that European Open, around that 2 a.m. time, we had to move up. The nice pullback, really nice pullback, about 61% of the move. And then the catalyst has been very nice. So the pullback now as we're getting ready to open up in, you know, just under an hour or so. But overall on the ES right now, up 26 points. Great move on ES. I'm loving the move there. We're still looking at, you know, 2021 was a great year as far as gains go. We're still looking at good potential for 2022, but it's not expected we're going to have what we did in 21, but still good gains. We look at the YM, very similar pattern. We're up 155 points this morning on the Dow. On the NQ, which is the NASDAQ, we're up 107 points. I don't know why TradeStation is taking so long to open today. I guess it's tired in the new year. Too much partying over the weekend, I guess. But on the NASDAQ, we're up about 103 points right now. Something's going on there with that little pullback that's happening. On the RUT, we're sitting at 2258-ish right now. So again, I'm not worried about the number on the RUT, but I do like the move we've made. Right, good strong pattern for today. Bitcoin is sitting at about 47,000 in jingle right now, 47,350. So it's pulled back and just hasn't really made any moves in the last 3 or 4 days. It's just kind of been flattish. From where we opened up 4 days ago to where we are right now is about the same price. Gold, we've seen a marked drop this morning in gold. Really strong shift to the downside. Right, look at that. I mean, we opened nicely. If we look at a little bit of a bigger picture, we've had some great runs up in gold. Right, remember the last couple of days on the S&P have been down a little bit. Gold is normally a contrarian indicator, goes in the opposite direction. So we did see this little bit of we do see this little bit of a pullback taking place right now on gold. We're down about 18, almost 19 points on gold right now. When it comes to crude, we're at $74. Wait, 74, Rob, when we left off, we weren't nowhere near that kind of number. Come on, TradeStation. There we go. So it has definitely been a whipsaw type deal, right? You can see we were down here at 73 last week and just shot up. And then it's been that same mess, just sideways, that we've seen with Bitcoin, just trying to figure out what to do at the year end. Right? And then nat gas, we're down about 1% right now on nat gas. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our candidates for today. So we're going to start off with AMD. Now, AMD is in the news today. They made Goldman Sachs top picks. Goldman Sachs every year picks out companies that they call their top pick for the year. And although they put out a bigger list, I've only got a handful of the candidates here, the ones that I thought were notable for us to look at today. Certainly the optionable ones, the ones I like that are optionable. Let me just move some stuff around there, get my option chain back on my screen there, right? So let me do it this way. Let me get AMD back so I can see the option chain. So with that, we're expecting a move to the upside, right? So if we go and take a look on AMD, right now they're up about $1.65 is the move. So AMD, for $145 stock, they do have weekly options available on them, right? So with those weekly options, we're going to be looking at a couple of different things, right? Very first thing is a bull put spread, right? I like bull put spreads. We'll be looking at the Jan 7th option. Let me go ahead and bring the option chain in play. I'm just kind of setting it up there for us. A little smaller. There we go. All right. So if we're looking at a bull put spread, let's go look at AMD's daily chart. Let's get rid of that orange bar. That is for power option plays. All right, let's pull this out. So AMD right now, 146, we'll call it, right? So we're kind of in the middle. Well, we're right about the 8 moving average. So we got back above the 8 again. It looks like 149 is going to be our first resistance, then 156. So in an ideal world, I'm looking at the 142s for the bull put spread or lower, but the 142 is what I'm looking at for my minimum there. So I've got a 142, 141 right now. Guys, look at that. So I don't know what we'll get today, but we're talking about a $1 risk in that trade that we're paying 58 cents for. So I'm going to look at below 142 is the note that I'm writing down in my on my notes here. I'd also be looking at buying a call option as a potential. We'd look at least 30 days of time on that call, right, when we buy. All right, so that is number 1 for the day. Number 2, LI. After Long Island, actually, it's Li Auto, right? It seems that Chinese, well, not just Chinese, it seems that some of these EV car makers have really beat expectations this last December for the last year. You'll see a big name in just a few minutes. So they're up based on that, on beating their deliverables, their deliveries. They're up just under $1. They're a $33 stock. They do have weekly options on them, which I like so much. So let's get away. Well, actually, we'll be putting down bull put spread as the first trade, right? That's 1. But let's go ahead and shift back to a single, and let's go ahead and look at selling puts. I'm going to look for puts that have about a 20 delta, right? So here I have the $30 put is sitting right now with a 17 delta. There's a 17% chance this position goes against me, all right? Meaning by expiration date, there's a 30% chance that there is intrinsic value in this position. So I've got very high odds in my favor on this trade. So what am I looking at here? If I take this 30, and things are going to change a little bit because price has changed, but on this $30 put option right now, we're looking at 35 cents. I can get 35 cents for the naked put. The worst thing that can happen is they can put the stock to me at $30 a share, right? But it offsets my risk in the trade by limiting how much I've got, and I'm taking some premium in, so it reduces some risk in the position there, right? So bull put spread is number 1. We're also going to look at buying a call option and a naked put. Any one of those, but I do like naked put the most on this for MCD, for LI rather today. And MCD is next. Weekly options on Mickey D's. Who would ever thunk it that McDonald's would be a $270 stock? So they took a nice gap up. They got an upgrade out there today. They're up about $2.28 right now, 2.25. So we're going to be looking at a bull put spread on McDonald's. So if we kind of pull it back in, we'll go from single to vertical. We'll go ahead and look at their daily chart. All right, so we could use a new fib on here. Let's come and snap it in here. All right, let's see if we need Well, we're good. So somewhere down below that 266. Yeah, somewhere below 266 is where we'll be looking for our bull put spread. So 265 is probably where we have to go. But 265, 262. So we're looking at about 33 cents for the 265, 262. So below 266, I said. All right, below 266. I'm also going to be looking at a long call option as a potential trade setup for McDonald's as well. All right, from there, let's go look at Marvell, MRVL, Marvel, or whatever you subscribe to, baby. Morning, Evelyn. Happy New Year to you as well. So Marvell, one of Goldman Sachs' top picks. You know, I heard something this last week on movie theaters, and they were talking about that people are not really going back to the movies the way they were. It's cheaper to stay home, rent the movie on some streaming service, blah, blah, blah. One guy was talking about he took his 2 kids for the movie tickets, the popcorn and all that stuff. Parking was $100. Stays home, rents it on demand, gets it for a couple of days, and it's $30, right, for it. But they did say that the group that is coming out in droves are men for the Marvel type action movies. So with that being said, it gives us something to look at when it comes to Marvel, which might be why Goldman Sachs has said, yep, we're listing them as our top picks. Hey, Karen, morning. Happy New Year to you as well. So I'm looking at Marvel right now as a bull put spread, possibly a call option. The one trade that I like on stuff like this, because of the reasons I explained, would be a diagonal spread, right? So don't know how it works out. We got to look, but I would go out and I would look to buy an option that has at least 120 days of time. So I'd be looking at the May options. I need that 65 to 85 delta. I've got a 72 delta with 191 open interest, so I'm good to go. So I would buy the 80 delta, the 80 strike at 1268, and I would sell the front week option that has a 40 or less delta. So I would sell the 90s in there, and I'd get 63 cents for that. So I'm paying 1268. So I've got $2 of risk in this trade, right? Because I'm paying 1268. I'm taking in on the 90s. I'm taking in, call it 68, just to make it easy math. That gives me $2 of risk in this trade. So I'm not really too concerned about it. And then next week, I'll do another 68 cents. And the week after, another 68 cents, and so forth. So I do like diagonals on a Marvell for sure. And again, all based on their news. All right, then we get to Micron, MU. And this is the last one on my list. That's a Goldman Sachs top pick, right? So again, technology, right? So what were they saying? You know, like AMD, as an example on AMD, they said that although they expect to see the industry pull back, AMD was going to be the exception. Micron is going to be the exception. Marvel is going to be the exception, right? They're up about $1 right now. So we're going to be looking at a bull put spread on this, possibly a diagonal, and a call or a call option. It really, guys, I'm giving you all these choices for a reason. I want you to, the market's getting ready to open. I want you to analyze each of these positions and say, okay, for me, for Rob, for my risk profile, for Karen, for Evelyn, for Paul, whoever, for your risk profile, what is the best trade setup for you? It's not about the best one. It's the best one for you, right? And we're going to talk a lot about that, guys. Starting today in Power Hour, we've got a brand new training coming up this month called 30 Days to Trading Success. Sean, could you drop that link in there if you would? It is a free training. I've been working on it for about a year now. For about 1 year, we've been working on this 30 Days to Trading Success. It's a free training. I'm going to walk you through step by step what you need to do to accomplish that. What is it going to take to get you from where you are to where you want to be in 30 days? I'm not talking about you got a $2,000 trading account and you got $1 million in 30 days. I'm talking about from a knowledge standpoint, from an education standpoint, from a skill standpoint. What will it take to get you there? That's what 30 days to trading success is all about. So make sure you go ahead and register for that class. Yeah, Johnny says Marvel has nothing to do with Marvel movies. I thought they were. I thought that was Marvel. Is this the chemical? But I appreciate that, John. I got stuck on some Marvel movies yesterday with my kid and my daughters. All right. So Micron, MU. Right, we've got our trades on that. Let's go look at NIO, NIO. So NIO's had a nice little move up, right? They were also deliverables were up 50% in the month of December. So actually, I think their deliverables were up for all of last year, 50%. So we're looking at a $1.52 move here. Let's see. So we're going to be looking at a naked put. Will be my first choice. Let's see if there's anything on a naked put for NIO. So for naked puts, we're looking for a delta of about 20. So we've got a 30 strike with a 21 delta. We're going to get about 55 cents for that. Now we've moved to $1.52. So let's see, we may get about 35, 40 cents for that right now, which I'm good with, right? The key is going to be to find that 20 or lower delta to take this trade on. Morning, Ed. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Scalper Ed is in the house. All right. So on NIO, naked put for sure, possibly a bull put spread. But because of the price, I'm going to be looking at a naked put. Actually, we could be looking at covered calls here too. If we bought the stock at 33 and a quarter, we would be selling the 34s at 49 cents. That's not bad. What is that, about 3%? 2%? That's not bad. So covered call is on my list for it also. Again, covered calls under 40 bucks is what we're looking for. So from NIO, let's go look at PayPal. You guys, let me know the candidates that you want us to take a look at here today. Start dropping those in now, and we'll analyze those. I've got a few left here on my list, and then we'll go take a look at those and check them out, and we'll wrap it up for the market open. So PayPal gapped up and sideways. They've hung there, right? They're about 3 and a quarter right now. They got an upgrade. Wasn't a major company, but it was an upgrade, right? So they're doing that sideways move right now. So let's go take a look at PayPal and see what we want to do here. So I did power option plays yesterday. Well, we had a bearish call on them before the upgrade, of course, bearish below 181 half. And they're not anywhere near that now, so I'm not too worried about it. We will not take that trade, of course. But we got a nice gap up. So let's go see what it actually looks like on the chart, though. So right now we're sitting at 192, we'll call it. So we got above our moving average, our fib line here, and our 8 moving average, right? And we're just above the 21 moving average also, right? So we've got room for this to run up to about 201 right now. The upgrade is strong, right, as far as the open goes. So we'll be looking at a bull put spread on PayPal. Will I be looking at a call option on it? No, because I don't have the pattern that I like for that directional trade, right? We're still in a bearish bias as of Friday's close. All right, now we've got Tesla, the darling of the day, up 76 points. Why? They beat fourth quarter deliverables. I think 130% was the beat on it. So again, these electric car companies are crushing it, right? So they did fantastic with it. So Tesla, without a doubt, is a bull put spread, possibly a day trade for a call option. All right. I love Tesla. They're a great trading company. They can get a little costly for their options. Let's see. So if we're looking at a straight up option for today, We did just have this at 65. It's now turned to 63 delta, 13, 79 delta. We've got plenty of open interest at $14. So not horrible. Not horrible. I mean, it's $1,400 to take one contract. We normally do anything over 1,000. We normally do 4. So for $5,600 required to do 4. But could you do 1? Of course you could, without a doubt. Here, we just hit 65 again on Delta. So it's $13 or $1,300 for one contract, right? So not too shabby whatsoever. All right, so bull put spread, possibly a day trade. And then Xpev, another EV company, right? China company. They beat deliveries as well. They're up about $1.25 right now. Was their move. So what are we looking at here? They're a $51 stock, possibly a naked put. Let's see. We're looking for a delta of 20. So here's 21. So we're looking at the $47 puts for about 80 cents, 79 cents. So I definitely like it for that. And then a bull put spread. We'll put spread in there. What does that do for us if we flip this over? And let's go look at Xpev on the daily chart. Rock on with your bad self, baby. So right now on Xpev, we're sitting at 51.5. So we're right in the middle. Let's see, what do we got here? 6, 49.5. I don't need a fibit, but that's about where we are, is the fibit right in there, the midpoint inside of there. So in an ideal world, I'd be looking at $49 or less of strike price for my spread. So if we did the 49.48 on the bull put, we can get 34 cents. Again, before the gap up, we got 34 cents in there. So not too bad whatsoever. All right, cool. So guys, drop in your candidates. What do you want me to take a look at? Let's go analyze and let's go check it out. Let's go see what we can't come up with here. Tomorrow we will be back again, regular time. We're back on schedule again for this. But tomorrow we'll be back and we will go through our segment where we actually look at the trades from the day before, the ones that I just called out to you that I keep notes of, just like here. Right? You probably can't read it, not because it's too far away, because I wrote it. Which is why in Power Option Plays I type it out. But go ahead and check it out, guys. By the way, we will put a link in the description below to the 30 Days to Trading Success also. So if you're watching this as a recording, you can go down there and click on that and get to it as well. So, and they are, I'm doing, I think, 4 of them this week. Not this week, this month. Sorry, not this week. No, not at all. Okay. So where are we? 30 Days to Trading Success. Yep, we've got 4 of them. There we go. 13, 17, 19, 22. Couple of noons, couple of 8 p.m.s, all Eastern stuff. So Sean's dropped that in. We'll drop that link in again there for you guys. All right, so Evelyn's asking for Beyond Meat. BYND. Let's see. So, I mean, we've got this fib drawn from, I can't believe this, right? $220 down to $1.25. And now we're sitting at 65. So, Joan. Yes, Debbie, this is every day, Monday through Friday, every market day. We do this at 8:30 a.m. But just we haven't done them in the last 2 weeks because of vacation, holiday time. Vacation for me. How about that? So I got to say, Evelyn, I'm not that excited about this as a trade period, but anything I would be looking at would be bearish. It is true bear, and here's my problem. Let me go ahead and do this first and then move it up. All right. So it doesn't look as bad here with what I just did. I just kind of stretched the screen out a little. But what's happened is we keep attacking this 67.08 level we get a little bit of a pullback, and then we snap back up. We come back down, and we snap back up. We fail again, and we snap back up, right? So based on that, I'm not excited. See, when you look at it this view, I'm not excited about what's going on with it right now. Now, with that being said, we're at the negative 618 now. And we're looking at a tremendous difference in here for a Fibit, right? Definitely. And even at that, we're still not going to be enough. Right? So we're looking at 48 to 68 is 20 points. Nope, we're going to put in our 236 and our 764 as well. So it looks like about $60 is what we're going to look at for a downside target, right? So let me do a couple of things. So let's escape out of that. Let's go to an F5. Let's pull this where we need it to be. As a starting point, we'll scrunch again, and we'll pull this out. I'd just like to try to get it fairly close. All right, so about $58 is what we're looking at there as a downside target. We have had some support down here about that 63-ish, 62 and 3/4, 63 level. So you got to keep your eye on that one for sure, Evelyn. All right, stay focused on it, but I'd be looking at a bearish trade on Beyond Meat, if anything. All right, so I hope that helps. Joan's asking for Apple. All right, so when we look at Apple, Joan, I love where the 8 is in relation to the 176.39, the fib line. Right? Absolutely adore it. It's a good position. We have a high. We had a lower high. This one made a slightly higher high than this one, so I do like that. Our bottoms are coming up. Low, higher low, higher low, higher low. I love that part. Higher low if we bounce here. When we get the bounce, we're looking at that 182.13 level, Joan, is what I see as resistance. All right? TECK is our next one. Hope that helped, Joan. Paula had asked for tech. Let's go and pull the fib out. That's on here. 27 to 29, $2. Oh, boy. We really need a fib in there. It's just, goodness gracious. So tight. It's a very tight position. Paula, on tech, TCK. So I like the relation of the 8 down to the 28 level. It looks like 29.19 is resistance. If I can get a pullback and a bounce, there's the potential entry. Just a little caution in there. You could look at potentially a bull put spread, which gives you some risk protection if it moves down. It's just a matter of if you can get enough premium for it. But that's the pattern. We trade what we see. Robert, how you doing, sir? Good morning. Mr. Softy, MSFT, Microsoft. So, Robert, get me above the 338.79 level. Move up, retest on the bounce, and 46 3/4 is our resistance there. So that's the first one. And then I already went through and did Apple, so I hope that helped for you. And then Debbie is asking for Procter & Gamble. And it could be a gamble. Let's see. They've had just amazing moves take place. We're going to get this out of channel mode and get it into fib mode. All right. So 161 is our support. 162 to 166.5, 4.5. All right. I really don't have to have a fib in here. It's close, but I'm going to say no. So give me the pullback, Debbie, to the 163 and a bounce. And we're looking at 166.5 as resistance. So about 166, 165.5, somewhere around there would be your target. You're welcome, Paula. Extra Touch wants Costco. Hope that helped, Debbie. This will be our last one, guys. All right, let's get a bigger picture here. We probably need a new. No, we don't. Do we need a new fib? We don't. Not yet. I don't. Well, I don't think so. Let me be very careful there. Doesn't look like it. $163, 120. No, we don't. All right. So fib is good, although there's not much there. We are bumping our head extra touch right up against that 570.36. So caution there. You know, moving averages are true bull, right? No question. For me, the ideal trade setup says we close above 570.36. Let's see. We're going to need a couple of things in here. We don't have 100-point levels in here. So let's go and add a $600 level in here. Okay. So also 24, 20, yeah, we need a fibit inside of here. I don't know if I've got it pre-saved. I don't. Let's just do it manually. Wrong line. Let me drag this one out first, make it easier, and then let's make this 600 again. Okay. So bring it back in. Extra touch. What I'm looking at, let's unscrunch it and then redo it. All right. What I'm looking at is a break and a close above the 570.36, a retest and a bounce, and we're looking at about 600 as our resistance. Great confluence there with our fib line. Yeah, exactly. How's that for confluence, Sean? Exactly, right? Great confluence with that 600 and 601 level there. So, all right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, make sure you go ahead and get yourself registered. Sean, drop that link in again, if you would, please, for 30 days to trading success. Again, it is 100% free, folks. You do not want to miss it. If you want to start your new year off right, that's why we're doing it now. So many people wait. I don't know why, but wait for their New Year's resolutions. I'll start doing this differently in January 1, right? So many people wait. We purposely waited until January. We were ready with it last month. We purposely waited till January to say, all right, let's release it here to help all of you get ready to move yourself towards that level of success you're looking for. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Take care, everyone. Happy New Year, and I will see all of you at our next update. Ta-ta for now.